Hey guys, welcome on back. It's been a spell, hasn't it?
Yep, it has. The road that we walked has been washed away in the flood, as it were. Yeah,
So,
I've been busy bringing shadows, as it were.
yes, same. So, this is, I'm back in the room where we fought that cockatrice. There was another room I
I
completely
just
managed
realized
to
I got
miss.
those lyrics wrong. Oh well. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But yes, we're in the room of the cockatrice.
Yes, I am currently running, the latest dungeon with my trust NPCs.
Whoa! I can't believe the Tekken 14's gone so well in the last patch. It's almost like it's a different game.
Hello guys, this is Mr. Happy and I'm gonna run you through this dungeon. I'm gonna take 40 minutes to explain a 15-minute dungeon.
Well, you gotta make sure you get the best DPS out of it, right?
So yeah, up here
This
is
is a troll-looking motherfucker.
yeah, this is those people who keep telling me to play fucking Neptunia. Oh, I should probably cut that.
No. It's not like any of them watch this anyway.
Right? They're probably just gonna leave the comment and not even bother.
Probably not.
For some odd reason, this troll was like hunched over a harpy or a succubus.
Oh, wow.
So
you gotta fight both of them.
Yeah, I see some deviancy going on here.
Well, this is a Japanese video game, and you know what they say about anime.
Yep. So just like real trolls, this troll has a thing for ladies, and usually he targets them, and they usually pick them up and then run off with them.
Fair enough. Do they do
Go
the
ahead.
usual troll thing of being weak to fire?
Yes.
Okay.
They also regenerate.
And let me guess, if they're on fire, they don't regenerate.
And it's something that it took me quite a while actually, because
Okay.
I was trying to focus down the succubus, and during this time of focusing down the succubus, I then realized, oh shit, the troll is fucking regenerating his health.
Yeah.
Yeah, this fight took quite a minute, probably because I'm under geared and shit.
Right.
But-
and underleveled and everything.
Yeah, but I just had to show off the troll on succubus deviancy.
That's one way to put it. And is it dead yet, or are you just gonna run once you kill the succubus?
It was at this point I realized, oh shit, it's healing, and I just wanted to show off different ways to fight them. If you crawl on their back, they do this like thing where they just leap up in the air and land on their back. So the plan is to jump off before that happens.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds
they're
like one
like,
of those unintended strategies that the dev never thought of.
oh no, it's intended. Pawns will
Okay.
say things like, jump up on its back.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, they're like street fight, like MMA fighters or some shit, because they just run around
I was
punching,
gonna
kicking.
say pro wrestling. This is
Yeah,
some pro wrestling sort of
Uh-oh.
bullshit.
Well, rest in peace, Xena.
Oh. I can't believe this is the end of your story, getting carted away like some damsel in distress. Except no, you're stabbing it in the foot.
Yeah, it's not good when the troll manages to grab his victim and then runs off to do totally not deviant things with them.
Nah, you'll be fine.
But yeah, now we're kind of focusing on him, burning him up and shit. And it's neat that whenever I focus on his face, he starts to put up his dukes to block his face.
One of your what's their faces? I was talking about ignore the comely face, and I was like, I don't think that troll
the
counts.
succubus. The succubus is still alive somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there she is.
Ah, there we go. Are you ever actually gonna kill anything in this fucking game?
No, this is actually the next 25 minutes.
I am so glad that you're LPing this game.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder why I didn't fast forward the rest of this.
You're trying to
Oh
show
my
off his
God.
super moves, obviously.
Yeah. Oh my
Like,
god, yeah, what? Wait, why is his health
What?
full again? Oh my god, what the fuck is going on with this recording? Do I just leave at this point?
Wow, I can't believe you actually fought that stupid thing.
Okay, so I guess I was just showing it off and just took a little too long. Then I started going, fuck it, here's the throw blast.
Wow, this is...
This is why you don't fucking wait like 2 months before editing a video and then wait another month before recording the audio for it.
amazing. How... Do you remember how long real time this took you? Like an hour or something?
It took me something like 20 minutes, yeah, and
Jeez.
I was just like, Jesus Christ, should I cut this out? Should I not cut this out? But I mean, it's a new enemy, I gotta show it off.
Are you telling me that these become more common later on in the dungeon?
So, there is a different variant. There we go, he's finally fucking dead.
Ah, there we go. And then
Now
it
there's no
revives.
more. Now there's no more outpost.
I think in D&D, there's a chance for trolls to revive when you kill them. Like a 50-50 chance or something. So I wonder if they put that in here.
No, thankfully, but there is like a super boss, a super enemy that they it's a troll +1, but instead of going after women, he goes after dudes.
I see. So you should be fine. I think.
Yeah, except for wherever my male pawns are.
Yeah, I don't keep track of them, to be honest.
And
anytime you hear the word super boss in a JRPG, you just know it's gonna be absolute bullshit.
Oh yeah, like Final Fantasy X. Hey, did you get that stuff from Besaid? Well, hope you enjoy fighting fucking a boss with 1,000,000 HP when you try to come back to grab some things.
I haven't actually played 10. I've read. Well, I'm almost finished with the Dark Gates LP of 10, but I haven't actually played it myself. The only Final Fantasy super boss I've actually beaten is in 5, where I beat Shinryu doing the 4-job Fiesta last year. That was pretty funny, actually. I was just like, yeah, I can't be bothered to fight him legit, so I just used the Wonder Wand to berserk him. and then just kill him that way. Because I had a pretty bullshit combination of, what was it, Blue Mage, Geomancer, Summoner, and a Samurai. So
Yeah.
it was literally just either summoning shit at him or throwing money at him.
So, real quick, I'm back here at the Rotunda of the Dead, and in one of the chests I find this item called a Tattered Mantle, and it gives negative defenses and stuff, but if you do what's called dragon forging to it, which you kill a dragon, it has a certain percentage chance to dragon forge it, it gets increased defense and like a +60 defense to every debilitation and every element.
Wow.
So yeah, it looks like shit at first, but it becomes like one of the better cloak items you can get.
Is it only a chance of it upgrading? Like, what's the chance like?
Yeah, it's a
70%?
chance. It's so the chance increases when you upgrade the weapon normally,
Right.
but it's I think it's like 2% at no upgrades, and it goes up to it can be 10%.
Okay,
And
this sounds like some grindy bullshit.
well, that is just for the basic. Oh hey, look, there's a second one.
Oh, handy.
So one for me, one for my pawn that I'll have to go through twice because only the gear you wear gets dragon forged.
Okay, this sounds like some bullshit JRPG shit.
But there is some like that's like the base dragons. There's like 3 of them.
Right.
And then but
There's super dragons.
in this, yeah, there's 3 like upgraded forms of each of those dragons.
Wait,
That has like
okay.
a higher chance.
When you say 3 dragons, do you mean like 3 types of dragons, or they're literally only 3 basic dragons in the entire game?
3 types. There's
Oh, okay.
fire, ice,
Right.
and like thunder.
Okay. I thought you meant like there's only 3 chances to get it. I was like, that's bullshit. That's some refresh your save file. Restart your save file and try again sort of bullshit.
Yeah, and I went over here. I was like, oh shit! All this shit that I've been getting from the purification sells for like 24 grand. So money's not a problem.
Okay, that's good to know. When you were saying dragon forging, that reminded me of the dark times I was playing World of Warcraft. And when I was playing, this was during the Legion expansion. I got to legit WoW really late. When I was younger, I played Burning Crusade on the private server because my parents didn't believe in subscription MMOs, and I'm pretty sure they still don't. So yeah, I was playing Legion, and if you don't know, in Legion, there was introduced this mechanic called Titan Forging, where basically you have your base, like equipment drops, like your armor, or weapons, or trinkets and shit, and then there's a percentage chance of its eye level being upgraded, and then basically this can just keep going up. Like if you get really lucky, like the base would be eye level, I don't know, 60, but it definitely wasn't 60, but this just for example. Like base would be 60, but if you get lucky, you could get a eye level 100 drop, and its stats would be ridiculously high in comparison. So this was really bullshit system, and it sucked the fun out of raiding, because I'll be like, oh sweet, I got a eye level 70 roll on this trinket that I really wanted from this raid, and it rocks. And then the next week it's an eye level 100 drop for someone else, and it's like, well, fuck.
So I just grabbed a sword, and look at that, 666 strength.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So this is kind of something I had to farm a bit. By farming, I mean I basically ran in, checked all the chests, and reloaded if I didn't get it. Because you really need a more powerful weapon to do things in this. And I make goddamn sure to save.
Gee, I wonder if that 20-minute troll fight clued you into needing new weapons.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, like I can actually like do damage to these guys and make them flinch and shit. Whereas before
you
just
can do
with the hits.
kickflips now as well.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
These
Guy coming in from off camera. But yeah, this
these are goblin guys, right?
Yeah. They really fucked me up before, but now I can, like, you know, stagger them enough so I'm actually doing enough damage to them. And yeah, it's amazing the difference a weapon can make on this.
I can imagine that in a game mostly focused around the gear, it would make sense that having a better weapon would do so much more for you.
Yeah.
It would be like, if in Diablo. It would be in Diablo if you had like some level 1 weapon against whatever, I don't know.
And yeah, upgrading it, Jesus, it's 24k just to upgrade the first level. And to upgrade the last is over 200,000 fucking gold, as well as a whole bunch of items. But that's like all the Bitter Black Isle kind of stuff, like these things I've got. 350k to get it to level 3 and shit. 400k.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I try to go for dragon forging because you can skip it. But you know, it's the case of hoping I get lucky with the dragon forge chance. So here I am back at the room with the beholder, and I've got everyone's, you know, level 25. I made sure to get the buff from the healing fountain, so I won't be paralyzed, or not paralyzed, turned into stone. So let's go for round 2 now that I got an actual useful weapon.
Not this stupid motherfucker again.
So, as we've kind of seen before, he has these tendrils, and they cast spells. Some of them also come off from the ground like this, and they also cast spells.
Hey, I think I've seen this hentai before.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. It was a stock joke that I had to make before you made it.
No, you're probably right. Speaking of, did you know that there's might be a Dragon's Dogma anime coming out?
I do remember seeing this, yes. I think I linked it to you.
You did.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't wait for that to suck.
Was it a Netflix announcement or something?
Yeah, it was Netflix.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's well, it's not gonna suck, but it's gonna like take forever to come out because the way that Netflix does anime is that it waits until the entire season is over and then it releases all 12 or 13 of the episodes at once.
Wow.
Unless you're on Netflix Japan, where it releases them weekly like normal.
Wow, that's
So
that's
if you're not in Japan, you have to either wait 12 weeks to watch your anime, or you have to files it.
Wow, that definitely helps the industry out.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of non-Netflix anime anyway, so it's not too bad unless a show that you really like gets on Netflix. Like the latest, what's his face, the guy who did Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo.
So mechanics time. This thing right here. Well, first off, look at how much damage I've already done to him. That weapon does a lot. But then he does this thing where it shows up on the ground and punches up.
Oh god!
And you can make him punch himself.
That's
and then you just go ham.
This guy, he is very ugly.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I think I can say that about all the monsters that I've seen so far in this game. Oh wow, that's doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, so I had items called Conqueror's Periups, and they increase your attack, and they also stack.
Oh, okay. Did you just like drink like 5 of them at once?
I believe they stack up to 4 times.
Okay.
But yeah, I popped a few of them.
That's still pretty crazy.
Great. What a jackass just doing that shit so I can't hit him. Then I gotta run all the way back up.
How dare he try and not die?
What an asshole. Just let me kill you. Oh, new mechanic time.
Oh.
See, this is why I come in like this, because I'm pretty sure most people don't actually know these fucking mechanics because they just alpha the boss right away. But you gotta kill the 4 tentacles that are holding up this orb.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Otherwise, he starts shooting you with it.
Oh boy.
It'd be nice if my pawns, came down to help. Assholes.
They're too busy doing something distracting.
So it falls on down, and then we can hit it.
Ah, okay.
Yep. And then do it enough, and he falls.
And then we can go and beat the shit out of his tentacle.
Yep, now at least one of the other pawns are helping out.
Is he still up? Oh, yep, it looks like it.
Yep. So that's... Oh, by the way, I know someone left a comment about going into the items menu. This will happen for maybe about another 4 videos. I didn't realize you can actually set the hotbars to a controller. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, when he does that, make sure you don't look at him.
Right. There's one game, I don't remember what it is, but the way that the gaze attacks work in that game is that if your camera is looking at them rather than your character, then you get affected by it. I don't remember which game it is. Like, I remember reading that about some game and I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
Wow, that is fucking great.
It's a real, or it's like normally the gaze attacks are like you would think, like your character faces away, but there's like one enemy where the gaze attack is dependent on your camera and it just fucks you over, and I think that's pretty funny actually.
That is fucking hilarious.
Speaking of gaze attacks, have you done the new raid in 14 yet for Shadowbringers?
Yes, and fuck the player base. I rolled the very first one. I just rolled on everything, need everything. I was like, whatever. As long as I get something, I don't care. And I got the armor. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll be going for that thing, because everyone else is going for accessories and belts.
Yep.
So my thought process was, but I'm pretty sure they're needing everything else as well.
Yeah.
So
I roll need on literally everything.
So my thought process was I would need the shirts, but I would greed everything else. So if someone needed those things, I wasn't part of the roll. And that way, in case I lost my need roll on the shirt, I at least get something instead of passing and, you know, not getting shit.
Right.
This worked all the way to the last one, where everyone fucking passed on stuff, so my greed roll went through, and I got to see both shirts fucking hit the floor.
Ah, damn.
I was pissed.
That's a tragedy.
And now I have to wait a week to fucking get my shirt.
Well, I got lucky and got 2 pants and 2 helmets, so I got a I got fancy helmet at least. And I also got the minion, which is cool. Just a mini Eden following me around. The reason why I was going to talk about gaze attacks is because of the second boss. The one with all the delayed spell effects, which was absolutely hilarious the first time I did them. Oh, just
that
gunpowder, but yeah, that one gaze.
That's
attack,
how you deal with tentacle rape. you blow it up.
Yep, just throw gunpowder barrels at them. But yeah, there's that one attack where it's a delayed gaze attack on someone.
Yeah.
And there was someone in the first time I was doing it who just could not get their head around that it was delayed and also that it was centered around them, so they just keep standing on top of the boss. I just kept thinking, please run to the back so we don't have to look at you and we can still DPS the boss.
Yeah, but that was a fun one. I was like, just screaming. Just because the marker went away doesn't mean the mechanic stopped existing.
Yeah, the entire point is that it's delayed. I can't wait to see Savage version of that. Like, what kind of crazy delay bullshit are they gonna pull off?
They speed it up instead.
Or it'll be a mix.
He'll cast it first and then you get the marker. Alright, so at this point, Shell here starts getting targeted by the thing instead of me. And I'm like, God damn it, get underneath him. And I'm gonna make you get underneath him one way or another. Because she's just focusing on the tentacle, so there we go. I will bring, and then of course the boss stops. Yep, what a prick. Oh wait, there he goes again.
There we go.
Yeah, it's just kind of funny. Man, I wish there are times where I could grab a party member in Final Fantasy XIV and drag their ass to the right spot.
That's what rescue's for.
God, I wish I could have that move as a tank. It was during the pre-access period. I was running the very first dungeon with the healer who could not fucking do mechanics and died all the
Oh god, I know what you mean.
Failed every single one. I think it was the first boss of the dungeon where he does that thing where basically it's a circle arena.
There's just a ton of AoEs. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and there's like one slice that is not AoE. And for whatever reason, the fucking healer would never go there. Every time, as soon as the AoE started, he would run to the same corner to the point that I think he was botting because he was always going to that exact same corner.
There was one healer in the 4th fight of Eden that tried to save me with rescue, except they pulled me into an AoE and we both died.
Oh, that's great.
Like, I had read the mechanic right and they had read it wrong, and then they pulled me into the wrong spot. And I was like thinking, well, thanks, I guess.
God, yeah. That was basically my experience I was thankfully the off tank, but I kept reading mechanics wrong. And then the second I realized,
I
almost
wiped
done.
6 times on that. Oh, you're about to kill this guy at least.
Right. Yep, and come on, you fucking prick. You dick.
Yep. I know that feeling. When a boss goes into invul phase at like 1%.
Yeah, and then the party wipes.
Don't. I wiped to Guardian Savage in Stormblood at 1% one night. We sought for the night, and then the next day my static fell apart. So yeah, I never beat Guardian Savage in during Stormblood.
Oh shit. Also, I don't think I mentioned this, but instead of a mage for this fight, I think I brought a sorcerer because they get access to something called Void Spell, which lets you remove your petrification without having to use an item.
Okay. What? That doesn't sound very sorcery to me, but I don't know what sorcerers are like in this game, so...
They're pretty badass, and most people do this dungeon as a sorcerer, but I was like, everyone else does it. Oh, hey, we killed them.
Oh, there we go. Also, is that the main
do you
difference?
remember?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Do you remember that time when I said there was a real dick move that happened in this game?
Does it explode now?
No, just did you notice something kind of missing that usually happens when I kill a thing?
Something on XP? Or loot?
Because he killed himself,
Oh,
I didn't get any fucking XP off of it.
Well, fuck you too, I guess.
I got fucking nothing. God damn it.